So the final skill we're going to have a look at here today is the deep diver scenario as well, right? So this again is detailed in the instructor manual. You've got all the performance requirements there for the deep dive scenario. Ultimately, this is going to result in your dive master candidates conducting a deep dive, right? So helping plan and conduct a deep dive. So something that's important to pay attention to are, what the definition of a deep dive is per general standards and procedures. So you want to make sure that this dive is planned and executed within that depth range, right? So again, also helping your candidates utilize the instructor manual, getting familiar with the different sections and where to find information and how to relate those together. So another good teaching opportunity there as well. Again, also important because deep diving obviously takes more planning and preparation than shallower diving, right? And it provides candidates with some nice experience to help them supervise deep dives as well, right? So there's a few things to conduct during this scenario here. A couple things is you want to make sure that you have emergency breathing equipment, or often referred to as a drop tank, in position at the safety stop depth, and that is operational. So making sure that your candidates are familiar with the operation and what that looks like on land is going to be something you want to do ahead of time, and how to rig that appropriately so it stays in place, right? And then they want to descend, using appropriate descent technique. And then there's a couple of skills they need to execute there as well. The navigation with the compass, with 20 kick cycles away from and back to the reference point of some kind. And this is something, again, that could be useful to dry workshop in advance if you have an opportunity to do that. And then again here, using a depth gauge and timing device for their ascent rate. And then of course at the end, they're performing a 3-minute safety stop before surfacing there as well. And so some other points here to consider are very similar to the search and recovery scenario we discussed. You have opportunity here to link in the PADI Deep Diver certification for the specialty course here itself, right? So if you conduct the Deep Diver specialty course at this point, it would take the credit for skill number 5 in this case. So your dive master candidates will get credit for this particular skill, and then they'll also gain the deep diver specialty certification, right? So they get even more experience as a deep diver, which obviously is going to benefit them greatly as a dive professional, and then adding a lot more value to your dive master training.